guys have asked for it, and here it is. What many consider to be the best finish in the history of the KHSAA State Wrestling Tournament happened in 2003 in the 140-pound weight class. Our guest here today was able to come out victorious of this just unbelievable finish. Sir, if you would, tell us who you are.
My name is Scott James Cooper from LaRue County.
And you are two-time state champion, 2,240 pounds. And of course, this is your 2003 video. And I can say with certainty that maybe not the entire match, but everywhere I've been, where people, whether they were spectators, coaches, wrestlers themselves, whatever the case is, this is widely considered to be the best finish, the best ending to a match in the state tournament history. And I'm glad that we're able to get up with you and finally get it on the channel because, like I said, man, it's been highly, highly, highly requested. So let's go over real quick because we're going to do this a little bit different than the other videos. We're going to jump right into the video, but first we're going to go through your bracket. 2003, of course, you're a senior, 140 pounds. In case you're wondering, 2003 is the best graduating class in the history of ever, because that's when I graduated. So I can say that 2003 was the best. Everybody else, I mean, you guys were good, but 03 is where it's at, right?
That's right. That's exactly it.
03, baby. 03 is where it was at. So you start off with Mitchell Jones from Louisville Moore. You get that fall in 18 seconds. You move
Yep.
on to Tim Sparks from East Carter. You get that fall in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So you're not playing around, man. You've come to play. For the second year in a row, it must be foreshadowing here about doing the video because in 02 you wrestled Alex Heister from Campbell, and in 03 you wrestle Alex Heister again from Campbell County. You get that by a fall in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Alex goes on that year to get 7th place. And you wrestle another one of those Coopers I talked about from Simon Kenton, man. Like I said, they were everywhere in this early 2000s. You had Brad Cooper, was 3-time state champion from Simon Kenton. All the Coopers. Neil Cooper from Simon Kenton, you win a 13-6 decision, and Neil goes on to get 5th place. Neil is in the 04 finals against Mike Nolan. That video is on the channel. And then in 05, 152-pound state champion. So you beat a really good wrestler there in Neil. But then you get to the main event. And let's not confuse it. Your guys' match was the main event of the 03 state tournament. I mean, this was like a pay-per-view boxing, pay-per-view professional wrestling, MMA. This is going on last. This is what everybody's paying to see as you guys wrestle. You're wrestling Luke Metzger from Henry Clay High School. Now, Luke, in case you don't know, 2000, 103-pound state champion, 2002, 135-pound state champion. So you guys meet up here, and you alluded to it in the 2002 video. I think you're going to talk about it here. Am I right about what's getting ready to be said?
Yeah, you're talking about that one medal that I keep around for everything. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I have the state duels medal, my 2nd place for it. It was one of those moments that I believe would break most people.
Mm-hmm.
I had everything in my mind of being a state champ, and it didn't matter who was in front of me. It didn't matter if they had multiple state champs. I was just going to be the number one. I was going to be standing on top of the podium. And, that match, I didn't just lose. I got just swept. He mopped me across the floor and made me look like I was a child. And it was, it took a lot of mental toughness to walk away from that one. Like I said, it broke me down more than any of the other matches I've ever had because I was just so defeated. And had no answer for it. And, everything after that, which is something I really want to talk about here in a second. there were so many people that was like, "Oh, it's over," like
Yeah.
it's a done deal. Like Cooper's out. There's no way he could get to finals and do anything. Like that was just so horrible of a match. He's just so much better. Um, but I think I talked about this with you a little bit on the phone, Alex, where you know, we have dreams in our lives, and dreams are tough.
Yep.
The things that you want to do in your life and the goals that you set should be hard. And and that's why it's called a dream. You know, you dream for it and you work as hard as you can and you do the best that you can. But I really want people out there, if you're watching it and you're starting to be a wrestler, I want you to know that it doesn't matter what anybody says. For real. If you have a dream and you want something hard enough and you put in the hours, you go after it and you ignore all the other people that are out there telling that you're not good enough. It could be, someone personal, as close as your father, or as far off to somebody that you have no clue who they are, but they're all telling you that you can't do it. I truly believe, everybody has a dream and they should really go after it as hard as they can, regardless of what everybody else tells you. And if you can put that off to the side, I believe no matter what, you'll achieve the things you really want in life. Anybody that's out there watching, for real, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. You are the only person that can achieve the goals you want. So,
Brother, listen, that needs to be on a billboard somewhere. I mean, for real. I mean, couldn't nobody could have said it better than you. So we're at the dungeon. You're a senior, and I didn't tell you this, but I left about a minute or so of the intro before the lights go down, all the ambiance. So we're not going to talk through it. We're just going to let it play, kind of let you guys that didn't get the chance to go there. You're discovering it from the series. Like I've said in other videos, this is the best state tournament atmosphere the KHSAA has ever produced, and I would have to argue probably one of the best in the nation. So we're just going to let this play, let the audio tell the story, and let you guys enjoy it, and then we'll pick it back up in the match. Chill bumps, guys. Chill bumps. I've got them.
yeah, it was like I said, it was amazing, the atmosphere, especially when people started bringing glow sticks. Oh man, it
And the
was
beach
it was really cool.
balls
Yeah.
and throwing around toilet paper rolls and everything else in the world. Gosh, man. This is insane.
It was pretty cool. I'm really, really, really excited. I've been waiting to watch this for a while, ever since Jonathan Slinker was like, "Hey, you need to meet up with this guy." And then I had a friend out of the blue was like, "Do you know this guy?" And I was like, "Yes, I do."
And
Go ahead and
man,
send him my way.
I'm glad that Slinker was able to link us up.
Yep.
40-0.
Yeah.
Luke is undefeated coming in. We are back with that trademark. Oh,
That's right.
All right, so here we go. Now, in case you're wondering, your singlet has like the white stripe like on the hip area. Because both wrestlers here are in blue.
Cooper LaRue will wear red and be the guest on the scoreboard.
This was definitely a different match for sure.
Oh, yeah. So a little bit of a scramble there. Okay, we're out of bounds. A little bit of a push off there. You can tell the juices are flowing.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Our pictures are up in the top too.
Yeah,
I didn't
up
know
on
that.
the video board there.
Yeah, it's tight.
I believe you've got Jim Shaw as your official and Barnett as your assistant here. Kind of a filling out process.
Definitely was. Like I said, it was the very get-go was completely different than our last meeting. So
yeah.
He's definitely getting a different feel of who I was.
All right, got a stalemate, and you can hear the background announcer is saying, we have 2 state champions wrestling. Luke Metzger, 2000 and 2002. Scott Cooper, 2002. So, he shoots in, he gets a pretty good single.
Yep.
And you kind of just concede, go to your stomach, you know,
yep.
deal with the damage
give up
there.
More points than that. Yep.
Yep. So you spin out there.
Yeah. I did a small Granby roll.
Mm-hmm. I don't think you've been given an escape yet or a reversal. So technically, okay, yep, he did. He gave him 1, so it's 2-1. He defers. You're going to take down.
Yep.
Had you and your coaches kind of like game planned to know what you can do against Luke, or is this you just going to go out and do your stuff?
Like I said, I never looked back. Every time I lost, it didn't matter for me. My best way of moving forward was to just work myself harder, do stuff better, and always be positive and going forward. You know, I know there's a lot of people that need to go back and like feel like they need to review that kind of stuff. I just believed in myself, and I knew the stuff that I was going to do was going to get me to the top.
Yep. And I believe
Definitely
he gets another takedown on you there.
Yep.
42. He cuts you. 4-3. Minute 21 left to go in the second period. Nothing yet.
Yep.
Kind of hand fighting. Able to fight off a good shot by Luke right there. You're able to defend that pretty good. You shoot in, get a leg. Potentially dangerous. I think on the knee there, from what looks like in the video.
I don't know what it was. It would have been fine.
Yeah. Hang on. Let's throw something off the mat there. On the line, wrestle. And you're able to defend. It's like you're trying for a crossface to spin around.
Yeah. Just a little ankle pick.
And looks like you hook it. There you get your 2. So your first lead of the contest.
I don't even remember this part. I did not know that I had him close to a cradle.
Yeah, you're stepping over right there.
Yep. I'm pretty sure he's not very happy.
Yeah, because I can't imagine somebody that's 40-0 is used to being even in that position or even close to it.
Yep.
So it's end of the period, second period. He's going to take down. Oh, it's all right. A little anxious there on the start.
Got a little ahead of myself. Yep.
Get a caution. Set.
We need all 135 pound medalists to report to the medal area at this time. All 135 pound medalists.
Tries to switch. You're able to do what you're supposed to there, defend it.
Yep.
It's kind of like, again, for that power half that you was able to use.
I did that quite
against.
a bit when I put those legs in.
And that's a miserable spot to be in if you're on the bottom. Somebody's running a
Yeah,
power
it doesn't
half.
feel very good.
Like,
That's partially why I like to do it. Inflict a little bit of pain.
And you were a little bit too high.
Yep.
He come out the back door, gets a reversal. And I believe now the score, I think, is 6-5.
Yep, I believe he's up 1.
We're out of bounds.
Yep. Take it out, reset.
Take it out.
Play the lines when you know when to play them.
Hey, smart, man. That's being a senior. I mean, it just is. It's experience. Yep, 6-5 with 1 minute left. Are you looking at the clock, realizing time's winding down, you're down 1 point, or what are we doing here?
No, mostly I'm just trying to get my arm out, trying to get something to go,
Right.
and then I start, knowing that every second counts right now. It doesn't matter. Just like I get up, it's time to go, like every second. You cannot quit on yourself. And if you do for 1 second, it really might be the difference of getting what really happens at the end.
Yep. So, like now probably down to about 32 seconds. Still down 1 point.
Yeah, when I could get my arms free, I could start moving around a little bit better.
Go, wrestle.
Must have called us
13
out of
point-
bounds. I don't know if we were really out of bounds there.
It was close. Yeah, it's close. 13.4 seconds left. Still down 1 point on the bottom. Wrestling. Hit a Granby right there.
Yep.
Nothing. But you don't stop. You don't. You get your hips over. You know you got the reversal in time, and he knows you do too.
Yeah, it was unanimous for both of us. Like, I knew I had the 2, and he laid on the ground like I had 2.
Yep,
and
he knew it. You knew it, and he knew it.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Like, it was a profound moment for sure.
It was best ending to a match in the state finals. And here's one of the best parts of the match right here, of the whole video.
I don't even know if I made it yet. I barely made it across yet.
So now we've of course got the medal ceremony.
Seventh place from Campbell County, Alex Heister.
There's Mr. That's not Mr. Heister, but there he comes, gets his medal.
Yep.
So
Sixth
we'll
place.
we'll talk more about after the match in a second, but you're there in the chairs getting ready to get your medal. Has it kind of processed what you've done? I mean, do you realize how good of a match it was? I mean, what's going through your head while you're waiting to get your medal in 03 here?
It was pretty tough.
Fourth place
Um,
from St. X, Stephen Bale.
my goal that year wasn't so much to be a champ for myself. I always wanted to be a champ with my twin. And he had a really hard match and lost one. But it was really hard knowing that I was going to be up on the podium.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Alone?
Your 140 pound state runner-up from Lexington Hickory.
It was probably the only goal I never met, was having my twin up there. So it was exciting, don't get me wrong, man. Like, man, I was pumped. And I knew the match was amazing, like everybody was talking about it. Everybody was like, this is one for the books. But it was definitely hard, I definitely took the time to enjoy it. Like I said, the older and older I got, the more and more I just, reveled in everything around me. But yeah, it was a crazy time. It was pretty amazing.
Oh man, we can all feel the emotion coming through the screen as you talk about that, man. That's what it means, man. It really does. There's Commissioner DeVries with that outstanding trophy.
Yep.
And here you come up to get that most outstanding trophy.
Good times.
Oh,
I
brother.
still got that picture.
Do you?
Actually, I have it on my Hall of Fame poster that I got for LaRue County. So
There, I've been holding it up. So, man, thank you for sharing that about trying to win a state championship with your twin.
yeah,
That is such a great this story. I mean, it really is.
Third place from LaRue County.
I'm sure maybe people in your family, people from LaRue County probably knew that story, but now all these years later.
not too many, but there's the small goals you have. You got to set all those kind of things. But I wanted something different. I've already had a state champion.
Right.
I didn't know if I was gonna get outstanding wrestler. Of course, I was going for that, but one of my top ones when I was a senior is to definitely be up there with my twin. But it's hard enough to get it by yourself.
Yeah.
It's hard to get two.
I can understand that, man. I get it. Just a absolutely phenomenal match. Two former state champions or two prior state champions going at it.
Yep.
And the way it ended, I mean, you see these plays on like Sports Center or now TikTok or YouTube or whatever about like never give up on a play, never give up on a whatever. I mean, and you literally wrestled until the buzzer sounded.
Yep, that's the thing is you can't stop until someone comes over and touches you on the shoulder. That's a ref and says, "All right, it's over, man." If you stop, if I would have stopped, I wouldn't have got it.
That's absolutely.
It was milliseconds. It had to have been 10th of a second. I would feel like, like I was telling myself the other day about it, where I was like, this is like the moments that you dream about when you're practicing alone and everybody does this scenario where they want to be like the hero,
Yeah.
that one last little thing, and you think about it all the time, as a young kid. But that's really what played out to be. I mean, it was like that's how it felt too. I mean, like the place, it blew up. I
Oh,
mean,
you can hear the
it was
crowd. I mean,
it was
it's
so
insane.
like you could feel it on your chest down there on the mat,
Yep.
which it was just profoundly cool, like really, 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 really awesome moment for sure.
Several people have messaged me throughout, kind of doing like a wish list of people that they would like to see, videos they'd like to have on the channel, and just about everybody sends this one. I really believe that your 2002 kind of gets lost in the shuffle because
It
this
does a
one
little
kind
bit.
of just overrides it just because of how incredible it was for those
It
people
does.
that were there and have heard this. This is kind of like one of those old fishing stories or deer hunt stories, and you catch a 10-pound bass, and by the time it gets around, it's a 3,000 pound
That's right.
great white swimming in Lake Cumberland or whatever, because everybody wants to add to it. But I mean, like I said, you wrestled until the last millisecond you could possibly wrestle,
Yep.
and the right call was made. You knew you won as soon as you stood up. Luke
Yep.
knew he had give up a reversal in his last match after an amazing career. He was going to be Fayette County's first ever 3-time state champion. And a few years later, Matt Zarth from Henry Clay went on and was a 3-timer, 07, 08, and 09. But Luke was wanting to be that 3-timer for Lexington, the first ever.
Yep.
And man, just a man, I can't even
Yep.
measure it on here. And when I go to
It's
places
crazy.
that I go do these sessions, there's 2 matches I pull up usually. That Miguel Merritt's 95, just because how violent that match is and how he snaps the mat step down, and then I'll fast forward to the end of this one, and
Yep.
I've done that at several people's house and several sessions that we've done, and I'll turn up the volume as loud as I can, stop it right there on the last reset, and say, "Now listen for the horn," and everybody's like, that's two. And I'm like, yep. And I'll pause it and I'll say, what do you think the outcome would be? That's 2, man. If it's not 2, it's 1. It's got to be 1 at least. And I was like, man, that's,
Yep.
the right call was made.
Yep.
Just an amazing match to cap off an amazing career for LaRue County. Before we go, do you have anything to wrap this one up you'd like to say, or
I do want to just say what you do, Alex, is pretty awesome. I'm so thankful that you've really taken the time.
brother?
Like I said, I'm kind of recluse. There's not a lot of people that got my number. There's not a lot of people who know where I'm at in life. But I'm certainly really thankful for what you've done. I'm grateful for having the opportunity to sit here and talk to you and make this video. I got my championship medal for the last one, which was definitely the most important.
Oh yeah.
Something else that I got that came afterwards was being Mr. Kentucky. So all the coaches voted on the best wrestler that they wanted to, have out there standing up on top, showing all the younger guys, what to be like and kind of, represent for all across Kentucky. And then I also have my 99 state duels ring that's here, which is pretty tight. And then I have my 2001 state duels ring also. So I think what I'd like to end with is just reiterating, if you got a dream and a passion for something, really go after it. If you put the time in and you believe in yourself enough, I believe everybody out there can achieve all the goals they want in life. But yet again, man, really thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Brother, listen, man. When I got your number and we started messaging and talking and stuff back and forth, I knew and I could tell by like I said, the reaction on social media on my Facebook when I posted what was coming. I could just feel the anticipation, the messages, the likes, the comments, all that kind of stuff. I can just tell, and I'm glad that we were able to link up, and I'm glad we're able now. I thought this would be. We've done one Zoom video before with Matt Thompson from 2002 from Oldham County. We are expanding the series to do Zoom because a lot of our state champions have moved out of state for a variety of reasons, and whether it's work, family, just can't come to Kentucky. I mean, I'd like to be able to travel and meet with everybody, but this is such a great avenue now that we have opened up, and I think this is a great start for the doing more Zooms. Now, in case you're wondering, we're still going to do in-person videos. We're still going to do team sessions. I'm still going to travel like I have before, but now this is just another avenue that we can meet with guys and be able to tell stories like this. We have a lot of bigger names. I'll say bigger names. We have a lot of people that just the names, whenever you see the names, you see the matches, you're going to be like, I'm glad that we were able to get that. I don't want to spoil it here, but just take my word for it. We have a lot of state champions from Kentucky that we're going to be meeting with through Zoom. Like I said, I want to keep stressing. The state championship series is not changing. I'm still going to meet with people in person. We're still going to have team sessions like we've had in the past. We have 4 or 5 already scheduled as of this filming. We just haven't got a chance to get up there. It's just this opens up. The world's a whole lot smaller now than what it used to be. And I'm grateful that, we were able to do this, link up. And I know that a lot of people are going to watch this and be able now to understand just what everybody's been talking about all these years about just how good of a finish you guys had. The best in the state history. I don't care what anybody says. This is the best finish in the history of the state tournament. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing that story about your brother. That was phenomenal. I didn't know that was a part of it, but I'm so glad that you were able to add that in, and having the rings, the medals. We don't ever let anybody tell you high school athletics are not important to people. We're not meant to live in the past, but there's nothing wrong with going back and saying, this is what made me who I am today. That loss to Luke Metzger in 03 put me on a path that I will never get beat again. I'll never be second place again. And so many people have said so many different stories about a loss. They may have won a match but didn't wrestle their best. And they're like, that's it. I'm never going to feel this way again. And now you look at their life and they're like, I didn't want to feel the way I did when I got beat. I didn't want to feel the way I done when I didn't wrestle, good in this tournament. That didn't mean anything, but it meant to me because I know I could do better. So, like I said, never let anybody tell you high school athletics are not important to the people that were there and lived them and the impact they had on their lives and going forward. So that's all that I have. Scott, man, thanks for joining me doing both videos. I can't wait to get them on and hear the reaction, see the reaction. And of course, like I said, I just can't wait to get them on. It's such a great video. But that's all that I have. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys on the mats.